Peace of Christ to all. This is a news from Al Arabiya TV. This is a Saudi website, Saudi TV 2. Actually, very well known. It is the same as Al Jazeera. And I'm showing you, by the way, from here because I don't want anyone to think that we are making up news or. So this is a very Islamic news agency owned by the King of Saudi Arabia himself. So what is the news? Look, read with me, please. They want to make the marriage of early age in the Islamic countries because the Muslim Brotherhood, they took over the parliament, but they are coming with a new law, which is allowing the man to have sex with a dead wife after she died. Now, we always hear news about Muslims and their madness and their stupidity and the filth of this religion, and people, they cannot really still they think Islam is a religion, have civil life, civil teaching. Like imagine how filthy the mentality of this religion. The man, after his wife is dead, still he have the right to have sexual relationship with the dead women. Have you ever heard about having sex with dead bodies? Well, in Islam, in Islamic countries, you cannot trust a Muslim to be alone with a dead body. And those things, by the way, they raise other questions. If you see with me in here, the husband, as you see in the news, he is permitted to have sex with his dead wife within the 6 hours follow her death. Now, maybe people, they will read this news and laugh and say this is filthy, this is stupid, this is disgusting, but it's a lot more deeper than what you think. Because when a human being, he reached the point of making law allowed in this, it's mean those people, they are accepting this as a part of their rights. Remember, rights, law is about right and obligation. So this law in here is made to show the Muslim his right as a Muslim regarding his wife. And people will not think of making such a law unless they are thinking about practicing such a behavior. Like, if nobody will do that anyway, nobody will ask to have a permit for such a thing, because nobody would do it anyway. Like, as an example, excuse my language, do the Muslims need a permit to eat shit? They don't have a law. It says you can eat shit or you cannot. In Islam, doesn't say anywhere they cannot eat shit. But still, nobody needs such a law because nobody would do it anyway. And they do not need to permit to drink camel urine because they practice this already. But in this case, when you see the Muslims are coming with such a request, it means this is what they want. This is something is happening every day, and it's not organized under the law. So they want to make it legal. So nobody think that if somebody is doing such a thing, he is breaking the law of Allah. This is something legal, and this is according to the religious interpretation. You see it? It is under the religious interpretation. What this is mean, this is according to Allah and He is a prophet and what they practice. And we knew that Muhammad himself, he slept with dead women. He, Fatima bint Asad, when she died, Muhammad, he slept with her and he put his shirt in the top of her, and supposedly that the reason is to make the pressure of the grave less on her, which is very funny, because Muhammad, he did not do that with his mother. His mother in the grave, he can dig the grave and sleep even with her bones, and that will make she is still a kafir, she is a mushrik, she don't believe in the God of Muhammad. And Muhammad did not do that with his mother, but he is doing that with a fresh, brand new dead women. You see, fresh dead women. And this is the point. She is still acceptable for those Muslims for sex. She did not stink yet. She is still warm. So the Muslims, they will have their sex with her. And you know, I don't know how to describe how filthy, trashy, low class, criminal mentality those who they follow this religion they have. Because imagine your wife, she is dead, and you are now in a stage of being sad, supposedly. But obviously, Muslims, they don't get sad when their wife's dead, because still they are horny. They want to screw this a crop. They want to have sex with the dead person, because a very sad person, he cannot even think about sex. This is telling you that women in Islam, she is nothing but a sex toy. Even in her death, there is no respect. And when you make such a thing as a law, this is mean the whole nation is going to practice that. And you know what? This is something Muslims, they have no shame. They are not ashamed of. They are proud about it, and it is good to go. Now, I have a question for the Muslims. What if the opposite happened? What if the husband, he died? How come they want to make a law that if the woman, she die, the husband, he can have sex with the women up to 6 hours after her death? Okay, what about if the man, he die, and the woman, Muslim woman, she is horny? Because it's very clear that you Muslims have nothing to do in this earth except your penis and your vagina. Death means nothing to you. So let us switch the case and make it upside down, the opposite direction. In the news, it says the law will allow the man to have sex with his wife, the dead woman, up to 6 hours after her death. If the man, he die, can the woman, she have sex with him? How come the Muslims are not making a law for this? Why the law is always going in one direction in Islam? The Muslim, he can, but the Muslim woman, this is me, the Muslim woman, she cannot. The Muslim woman, she cannot. And that explains really why in different hadith in Sahih Muslim, let me show you, it says that Muslim men and Muslim women having sex with dead bodies, dead men and dead women and dead animals. Let me show you. If you remember, this is a hadith from Sahih Muslim. All right, and the hadith is in front of you in the Arabic version of it. It is hadith number 525, the book of ministrations, and look what it says with me in the translation. Our companion have said that the penal, talking about the head of the penis, this is Islam. Welcome to Islam. Has penetrated a woman's anus, or a man's anus, or an animal vagina or its anus, then it is necessary to wash whether the one is being penetrated alive or dead, young or old. You believe it? You believe it? Alive or dead, young or old. This is telling us that this is something very old. People, those Muslims, they practice sex with dead crops long from the time of Muhammad. And it doesn't matter really if it's a woman or a donkey, or they can have sex with a donkey, dead or alive. Read with me. I'm not the one who's saying that. Read. Women anus, a man anus, an animal vagina or its anus, animal vagina or its anus. Then it's necessary to wash whether if the one is being penetrated is alive or dead, young or old. Now I'm sure Muslims, they will say to you, I am misquoting, but do you think they can really refute this? We are showing their Islamic news, their Islamic TV, their Islamic website, their Islamic hadith, their Islamic stories, their prophet even words. And you people still do not believe me. that Islam is one of the most inhuman religion. This is a religion do not belong to humanity. This religion belong to actually even animals don't do that. Guys, have you ever heard about animals having sex with dead animals? I don't think so. I never heard of such a thing. Like Muslims, they speak about pigs. You know what? Pigs don't do that, Muslims. I'm telling you, pigs, they do not do this. You say pigs are very trashy animals, they are very bad animals, they are dirty animals. Well, let me tell you the good news. I never heard about a pig having sex with the female pig after she died. But Muslims, they do that. So how trashy, how filthy a religion can be more than Islam. You know, Islam should deserve the highest prize of filth. Like, we should make a prize of filth. Who is the most filthy person or idea in this earth? I think Islam will beat everybody. Anyway, please spread this video and tell your friends about those news, and don't forget that Islam is great. This is what they say to us, Obama and George Bush and those hypocrite liars who they have, Tony Blair and the Crown Prince of England and all those perverted, filthy businessmen who care not for anything except their pocket and making money out of those Muslims. Make a book about Muhammad, that he is the best, and you will see how much money you will make. Make a book like me about Muhammad, that he is a filthy man, proving it from their own books, and you will see how many death threats you will get. And for sure, if they can kill you, they will kill you. Anyway, please spread the video, and don't forget to tell your friends about my book, The Deception of Allah, if you like to learn about Islam, and my book, variant number 2, which is going to expose what it's called the scientific miracles of the Quran. I hope it's going to be out maybe in 2 months from now. And until then, we pray that things will be good, and you guys soon you will have the book which is going to expose all those what they call miracles about Quran. Christ is Lord, Islam is false. I mean to that. With more videos soon to see.